Gonna soak up the sun. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, so I think it's working. That's the way all professional streamers start their live streams, right? Good to see you. How's it going? Let's see. My mom's here. What up in the chat? Mom, how you doing? Ta-da, she says. Yes, that is a ta-da. Let's get some confirmation. We were having, people on streamers, they do live learning. I'm doing live learning on how to be a streamer. So that's how you do it. We're jamming it. Seems that it works. Oh, Brian and Steve's here. Nice. We're chilling then. Now we got it. So let's do us a favor and share the live stream link with someone you think that's into it, Let the people know. Let them out. Let them soak up the sun. Versus Streaker. What does that mean, Mom? Well, I don't know what time it is in your time zone, but for me, it's wine o'clock. Cheers. So, hope you're doing okay today. Hope you are feeling good. Let's pop in the streamer. Yeah. I'm popping in on the old Instagram live too. If people want to be checking it out over there, that's cool too. So we'll play some songs. I'm gonna try and play like last time. Oh, nice. Brian told Courtney. I'm gonna try and play a lot of new songs like I was doing last time. Let's see how it goes with that. And then eventually, I don't know if I can pull this off today. I want to do a track breakdown, like a song breakdown, like a Song Exploder type thing. For those of you that listen to that podcast, Song Exploder, super cool. They do track breakdowns and stuff. So I don't think I'll be able to technically execute this today. I might. But I was thinking about doing that with Death Valley, do a walkthrough. So I might have mentioned this to you in person or text or whatever. Thinking about doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 5. So tell your peeps, put it in your calendar. Does that work with your schedule? So I'm pulling up my set list here to play some of these newer songs because I actually did a lot of newer songs last time, and then there's a couple more that I was kind of thinking about doing that we didn't do last time, and then we got some other stuffs to do as well. So, Sari in the house. What's up, my friend? Cheers. How's it going? Last time I had a lot of fun with this waiting room music. So I got me my Casio tone here that my friend Ian gave me. Check that out. Good battery powered goodness. So let's bust a little waiting room song for a minute. This is the intro music. It's like, yeah, it is delish. This is did you guys watch the Mr. Rogers movie? Either of them. There was two. amazing. It's been a great, and I mean, sad, but it's been a great year for Mr. Rogers movies. The PBS documentary, top notch, and then the Tom Hanks starring movie, also top notch. So good, so good. Highly recommend. But maybe think about like intro songs, like a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood and that kind of stuff. We're happy that you made it today. I'm happy that you're safe at home. I'm happy that you're sharing this moment with us. Wishing you health and safety. Thank you. Hey, there's an idea. Tom Hanks and wife quarantine in Australia with Corona. Thanks for the update, Mom. That's good. What's up, Bryson? Mom keeping me updated on the news. That's good. All right, so let's get into it. The nitty gritty. Busting out some of these newer songs that I haven't played a ton, as I was mentioning to some people who are here on Saturday. And possibly playing some songs from the new record and all that good stuff. So this is one that I did play on Saturday, but I was kind of thinking about it since I played it then, and I realized I like this one. I haven't played it a bunch, and so it was nice that having a chance on Saturday to play it, and it's kind of sat with me yesterday. Feels good to play this one again. So let's bust into that. Bleeding gums, 'cause it's hard to change. I'm slow. Headache, 'cause I don't say no. I'm slow. I remember once I smiled. I remember once I laughed. I felt just like a child when you said I won't come back. Phantom rings, 'cause I'm holding on. I'm slow. Cross the street to avoid your store, so slow, slow, slow. I remember once I smiled, I remember once I laughed. I felt just like a child when you said I won't come back. Bleeding gums, 'cause it's hard to change. I'm slow, slow, slow. Headache, 'cause I don't say no. I'm slow, slow, slow. So slow, slow, slow. I'm slow, slow, slow. Thank you. So, how can you hear it out there? Sound good? Jams! Alright. I don't know if I'll be able to bust into the electric yet. I don't have it set up. We'll do a gear review next time. Rig rundown. I say bleeding gums. This is true. That is what you do, Mom. Alright. Yeah, I mean, you know, I had a really good time with the discussion stuff last time. Let's see how it goes with that today. You know, like thinking about that song. It's interesting, right? So, you ever feel like stuck in a habit? Stuck in your ways? Here's a wall of text here that let's bust out some of this lyrics. We can have an augmented experience here. Here is a stanza of lyrics that I'll text into the chat. Bleeding gums because it's hard to change, and I'm slow, slow, slow. A headache because I don't say no, and I'm slow, slow, slow. I think I might have had a hangover when I wrote that song. I remember once that I smiled. I remember once that I laughed, and I felt just like a child when you said I won't come back. Well, so there's a little bit of a breakup vibe here. I'm also kind of maybe in a similar position to you with when I'm reading back and looking at this. It's kind of like I'm looking at someone else's song a little bit. Like, of course I wrote it. I remember doing it, but it is kind of like, I think I've talked about this before, and a lot of artists talk about that. Like, it's like a time travel thing to kind of look back and sort of like try to like pick apart like what was going on there, you know? Like I kind of know what's going on there. I think it's a couple different people. It wasn't just necessarily like one breakup that I think this song is about, but yeah, it's a Have you ever felt like that where you're acting a similar way over and over again and you're kind of watching yourself like do something that you know doesn't really work, but you're kind of like just doing it anyway? I'm also learning the medium of like talking at the people in the chat and like asking questions that can create good discussions via text format, you know? Because it's not like we're on like a phone call or something like this. But I don't know. It's something I found interesting about last time. You know, we had a lot of discussion about with Your Fire about like creating boundaries and stuff like that. And then like Chris said something about what did Chris say? He said something like shelter in place is like caring for people while maintaining safe boundaries. And I think like Chelsea just like responded the like mind blown emoji, and that was like all of it. It was really good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Thoughts on that matter? Or anything of that sort? Busting it out. I kind of want to, it makes me want to play just like that little part real quick with this. Bleeding gums, 'cause it's hard to change. I'm slow, slow, slow. Headache, 'cause I don't say no. I'm slow, slow, slow. I remember once I smiled. I remember once I laughed. I felt just like a child when you said I won't come back. Headache, nope, phantom rings, 'cause I'm holding on so slow, slow, slow. Cross the street to avoid your store, so slow, slow, slow. I remember once I smiled, I remember once I laughed. I felt just like a child when you said I won't come back. Bleeding gums, 'cause it's hard to change. I'm slow, slow, slow. Headache, 'cause I don't say no. I'm slow, slow, slow. So slow, slow, slow. I'm slow, slow, slow. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Dakota? How's it going? Let's pop you guys like that angle. Downtime, good time. That's what my mom says over there on YouTube. Now that we've mentioned that thing about Your Fire, that's what I want to play next. I'm enjoying playing that song right now. And, lucky for us, that's where the capo's at. I'm going to do my augmented thing, or we can get some of that sweet backing tracks. Let's do it. Your fire is not my fire. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and walk away. Your fire is not my fire. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and walk away. Yeah. Oh God. People on Instagram are falling all over the place. You know, it's hard to do multiple things at once. That's the time to slow down. Your fire is not my fire. That's how it goes sometimes. Yeah. I was like really excited about that like drum track with that one. I can do like that part of the breakdown. That's not too hard, I don't think. Yeah, because like I was using it on this little guy. Here's my rig rundown for you. Step 1. Oops, there it is. Step 1, walk around your neighborhood. Step 2, find a pedal on the street. Step 3, never dust it. Urgh. And then you got step 4, there's drum tracks built into this thing. And it's pretty dope. And so that's a lot of that right there. Let's like bust out this little piece. Let's see if this works. I think this should work to like just show off the like kind of like ability of like tuning that drum track and then like throwing it through a whole bunch of different like pedals and stuff like that. So like I distorted it. I think I pitch shifted it. I think I used the like Boss DS1 distortion. And that is how I came up with that drum sound. So let's see if this works. I think we're going to make this the rig rundown. I think we got it right here. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. You hear that? See, it's just like, that's what you need, you know? And I think I could even do this. Let's get fancy here. Here's the fanciness. Look at me go small. And then let's do that. Now we're talking. Well, I don't need that whole thing, but you know what I mean. Now we're talking. Look at that. So now here's a whole bunch of drum tracks. And then I got my notes over there too. I think this is working. I think I just leveled up as a streamer. Like by a large margin. Dust for tone. That's for sure. But see, yeah. And then like I got like my isotope, and that's like right there. There's the drum track. And then let's see that bass tone. This is like pre-release exclusive. Haven't put this song out yet, but I think I'm gonna do it after the record's done. This is not the order I recorded it in though. I bet I did the bass later. What's up, Marty? Doing a track breakdown. Okay, so we got enough of that bass and the drums. You hear that? Now we're over here, and let's see what actually started it. I bet you it was this guitar riff here, like this little part. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little cute. Oh, I don't remember doing it with that chord voicing. How's it going, Marty? It's also on YouTube if you want to like cast it to your TV or something like that. Your fire. That's it. And not my fire. And then I think I doubled it. Yeah. And then what else? Those are all the vocals. Let's see what else guitar stuff is here. Yes, that's my favorite. I love this tone. I forgot how I got this. What's up, Sven? And it's probably like doubled. And then here's the harmony guitars. Yeah. One more harmony probably. Let's hear the guitars again. That's how we do it. Oh, whoops. That's not how you do it. Yeah, there's like the harmony one. And then with the rest of the acoustic guitar. And then with the bass. I hope the audio, you can hear it when I'm doing the breakdown. Now let's do it again with the drums though. Right? Right? But now let's get some of that vocal stuff, right? Here's the track breakdown. And yes, you can request Death Valley. I will play it. I just saw that. Let's see. First vocal. Oh, I got the slap back. Listen, maybe a double probably. What's up, Travis? Track breakdown. Maybe a triple? Yeah, it's a triple. But let's get some of that vocal harmony though. It's not my fire, your rage. Okay, that's a fire. And then what's this one? It's not my fire. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do that again. It works okay, I guess. Okay. I like that one. And let it pass. I smile and let it be. So let's hear the vocals again. Let's check it out. Your fire is not my fire. Your rage Yeah. Let it be. And then, all right, I think that's all of it. We've got the acoustic guitars. We already did that, right? We already bested that out, I think, right, guys? Yeah. Yeah, I think we showed this off already. So we got that, and then we got the little guitar solo piece that we already talked about in the middle, but that's gonna involve, whoa, why would that not have, oh, because that's not part of the same stack. Gotta know what's in your track stacks. That's for the people who are into Logic production, you gotta figure out what you're stacking together, how you're mixing stuff. So we didn't even go into the mix of stuff, right? This is just like what track is where. We could do some other session that would take another hour to talk about how we're mixing things, but this is talking about this. Okay, let's go to the beginning. Let's check it out. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and let it be. Your fire is not my fire. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and walk away. And then keep those little, make sure you keep the sounds of this at the end of your song. That's how you know that you've really done it. So what do you think? How was the track breakdown? Was that interesting? Let's go back to regular. Boom. Nope. That was actually good. Let's turn that back off and go full. All right. I think that worked. Yeah. Now we're full screen again. Yeah. We're regular now. Cheers. Love the blend of effects. Oh, thanks, Mom. How's it going? So to bring it all together, let's go back to the beginning. Back to where we started. Just acoustic only. And see how it sounds, right? So we're just here, right? Your fire is not my fire. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and walk away. Your fire is not my fire. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and walk away. Right? I don't know. What do you think? Is that like? I think the track breakdown thing was interesting for me. I'm wondering what you like. Is that like inspirational, interesting, not interesting, too self-indulgent? Give me an emoji maybe. Is that a good way to respond to things? Yeah. Anyways, I think it was pretty cool. We can get to the request. My mom says Death Valley. Of course, we can play that. I'm here for the track breakdown, says Steve. Marty says thumbs up. That's good. I love those emojis from my mom. Thanks. Okay. We'll see if we can play this one, and then we'll see if we can get into track breakdowns for this one too. We'll play it first, and then we'll bust out track breakdown time. Hey! Birdie in the house. What's up? Doing track breakdowns. Deep dives, less songs, more analysis. Those who know me know I love me a good analysis. So, I'm trying deep dives today. Here's the deep dive. Tune in a guitar. That's useful. Alright, so, for those of you who have already known, which is most of you, yeah, Death Valley is the single that I put out, when was it? A couple weekends ago. And that's the song my mom's requesting on the YouTube chat, on YouTube Live over here. So we're going to play that for the people. The mothers have spoken. And so it's good to what's the word for that? It's good to, there's a really great word for that, but whatever. It's good to just follow that. It's good to do what your mom says. I'd like to hear my latest spreadsheets, Courtney says. Yeah, one thing about Spotify too, you know, bust it out on one of your playlists if you're into it. New spell is in the house. What's up? So we're gonna play out. Yeah, if Courtney, you want to do a spreadsheet breakdown, I could do spreadsheet breakdown. We could be talking about the marketing strategy spreadsheet. We could be talking about the new song spreadsheet, where I'm cataloging like all of the new songs that I'm doing. We could be talking about the blogger spreadsheet of which bloggers I'm emailing. We talk about the spreadsheets of there's a lot of spreadsheets. A lot of spreadsheets to talk about. Courtney is a spreadsheet expert, for those who don't know. All right. We're going to do Death Valley. Would you even think about it anyway? Would you even think about it anyway? When everything has been said, there's no turning back. Would you even think about it anyway? Your chest is clogged. Rain and clouds blanket our heads. Silence scares us into noise. Swirls of honey drip down the cliffs into the abyss until we're no more. Would you even think about it anyway? Would you even think about it anyway? When everything has been said, there's no turning back. Would you even think about it anyway? Mucus flows, your chest is clogged. Rain and clouds blanket our heads. Silence scares us into noise. Swirl we're no more. Disfrutando de la belleza de la naturaleza que nos rodea, porque llegar tan lejos. Mucus flows, your chest is clogged. Rain and clouds blanket our heads. Silence scares us into noise. Swirls of honey drip down the cliffs into the abyss. Drip down the cliffs into the abyss until we're no more. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Amanda? How's it going? And Chris is here. A bliss of bliss, says my mother. Wow, thanks, Mom. A bliss of bliss? You mean like a bliss of Chris? A blessed of Chris? We are blessed with Chris? Where's the other Chris's that I know? Sanko's not here. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna let's play it. I'll be playing your smile now that I saw you popping in. All right. Are we ready for it? If you're popped on to YouTube, I'm going to do screen share, Amanda, and do track breakdowns on that kind of techie stuff if you're into the Logic thing. Otherwise, keep watching on your Instagram. It's all good. Let's see if I can make this work. Maybe even pop it to the next level. The audio from the tracks, I'm wondering from maybe the Steves and the moms that were watching the track breakdown. Could you hear the tracks? Because I know it's coming into this mic. I'm wondering if I can pull some hack where I make it digitally just go straight to the stream, which I know is possible. Doing it while you guys are going might be an act of faith to do. You could hear it okay, says Steve. Is that what you're saying? I'm wondering if it goes straight digitally into the stream through OBS when I'm doing it. Oh, nice. We had that problem last time. The mic, I've popped into mono and I have it going in. I told it go mono, and put it in the middle. So that's a good question. What's going on? Sick double voicing now? Huh. So I'm getting like hacked. I'm like doing hack.com over here, like hardcore, like next level shit. So it's hard to like, okay. So that is definitely only left channel, right? That's like mic aux 1 tracks. I mean, I don't know. What if I just do this? Pop off all these things. You know, this is the exciting content people come to YouTube for. Is this better? Plus, Steve says yes. That's better, or it's only left channel is what you're saying. Yeah, I feel like I can see that on my mixer here. It's only left channel. I think it was better when I had this mono thing on because it's just one channel. This is, hey, we're figuring out live learning sesh, live streaming sesh. Only left channel. I think it was better before. Yeah, okay. This should be both channels, and I'm not sure why it would say majority left. I could go full mono, but I feel like that's not the situation. Yeah, I mean, I guess Sounds like a chorus effect. It's still mainly on the left. What if I just go fully mono? Ooh, gonna have to restart it to take effect. No, that's not gonna work. We're gonna crash the whole thing. Slight chorus effect. Is that because... Well, this is the exciting shit. This is what people come for. Why would that be the case? Still sounds great. Good enough for me. Good enough for rock and roll. I think we're gonna have to call it at that. Thanks, Chris. I think we're gonna call that good enough because I'm gonna have to go to the drawing board on that one. Let's make a note of that right now. So, the note that the people have spoken. Let's take a note. And I'm gonna title this note March 23rd, March 32nd, live stream notes. Mike seems to come out only of left channel with, or mainly out mainly of left channel with a strange chorus effect. Research solutions. This is the things that I'm doing, guys. You know, this is why we have to go Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Can't be doing every day. Gotta spend the off days to figure out how to fix these issues, you know? Bring only the best for you guys. Only the best. Oh, true. This is OBS. Okay, we could be recording this. Okay, let's do a little recording. Okay. Well, also I can watch it on YouTube later because it's like gonna be up there as well. Smart. Okay. In the name of getting it back to the excitement, let's go to a track breakdown. Let's try to pull this up. I'm going to pull up the project file for Death Valley, and let's look under the hood. So, first step is to remember my naming convention and where I save things, because it changes. Yo, Bad Spy BK, what up? I could have looked into this beforehand. That's true. Interesting. I got my mastered files. That's not what we're trying to do. We want the breakdown. Breakdown.com/where. Oh, I see. It's one of those things where you look back and you're like, that made sense at the time. Dang, this is filed under 2018. I did not think that was the case, but that is the case. Wait, what? That's not it. What's going on here? Oh, God. Oh, man. I can't even remember my own naming conventions here. Okay, so I guess I have this under archives already, because, you know, we're already on to the next stage. So, which version? So many versions. Okay, let's go to the most recent one. There's a lot of versions. I think that one. Let's talk about this. October is after August. That is true. Okay, we found it. Let's do that. Open it up. Let's look under the hood. Here we go. I'm gonna show you guys. Rapidly iterating and pivoting. That's me. Pivoter's got to pivot, you know? That's what they call me. The pivoter. Oh no, is this going to crash everything to try and open this big project file while streaming? Stay tuned to find out. And it's crashed. And it crashed. Yep. Well, let's try again. Logic Pro quit unexpectedly. Click reopen or report to send a detailed report. Let's just try reopening it and see if you can do it. The gentle pivot. I know. Okay. Can you handle it? Maybe I should close a bunch of other stuff I don't need right now. Let's close that. Let's close this. We don't need Spotify open right now. Let's close this other stuff. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Open it again. It's a massive project file. That's the other thing that happens when you have too many tracks. Is your computer. Ooh, we can hear it whizzing right now. It opened. We got it. I'm just looking at these notes already. Wow. Tons of notes. Okay. Let's bust it out. Let's show you guys. Screen display capture on. Let's put me up in the corner over here. Here we go. So, all right, what do we got here? We got this whole mixer view. Don't really need that. Let's look at this stuff. Big picture first. Oh man, it can't even. Okay. First off, let's just acknowledge there's a lot of tracks and there's more tracks than you need to have probably. Pivot tables, that's true. So, let's look at it. Let's start where I probably started. Oh man, you know what? I deleted a bunch. So this is not, all right. So in full disclosure, full transparency, track breakdown, it's a track breakdown of the most recent version of the project file that I ended up putting on the record, right? So track breakdown's not like this is the first thing that ever started the song, right? Song probably wrote this, I think, was it 2015, 2016? Anyways, there was a lot of different versions. This is track breakdown of the most recent version that went to mastering. That's going to be the one on the record. That's the one you hear on Spotify. So that being said, Guitar 1.2, that I think my naming convention, I think that is to detail that, like it says track 1.2 and it says guitar 4 take 6. So I think 1.2 details that I went and redid all the guitar tracks, because over here, when I go into my notes, I'm feeling like I want the guitar to be bigger, guitar tone to be bigger and fuller. My mixing references, check this out. These are the kind of songs I was hoping to evoke. Mitski, Your Best American Girl. Oof, that song's so good. If you don't know that song, let's pop that into the chat right now. You guys need that if you don't already have it. This is where the magic happens, right? You need that song. Whoops, is that gonna work? Boop. You need that. Hewlett's Daughter. Oh yeah, I was thinking about Granddaddy with some of this stuff. These are like general inspiration notes, you know what I mean? Like, let's not get too ahead of myself of like who I actually think I sound like. Weezer, Buddy Holly, love that song. Think about that. Animal Collective, Taste Supernatural, oh, love that song. Let's bust that out. Think about that song. Here's like, let's make a playlist for you later if you want. Animal Collective, Fireworks, love that song too, right? So back over to the actual thing that we're talking about. Here's the first guitar track. Let's see how that sounds. Let's close these notes for a second. And also this is like reflected in the mix too. Pretty straightforward, right? It's also hard left so that you could have a double one on the other side. And then, is this just different tone? Okay, so I'm trying to get different tones with different guitars. So like this one, I'm trying to be like a little bit closer and like more articulate. And with this one, oh God. And with this one, I think I'm trying to be more reverby, a little delay, slapback. Optional. I love that. Oh, okay, and here's Fuzz. So you're asking me about Fuzz, Steve. That's fuzz.com right there. That's this, let's see if I got it over here. That's this buddy over here. We'll see if we can see that. Yeah, you can see that. The light. Here we go. It's the Earthquaker device hoofs. Dang, it's just dark in here right now. There we go. That's the fuzz. Alright, you get the idea on the fuzz. That's enough fuzz. What's this optional all about? Let's go back over here. So we got fuzz. Oh, optional was muted. Okay, so I guess in my mix down, unless I just did that right now, in my mix down, I said optional was didn't need it. Oh, yeah, I was like, it's okay. Good enough on that. I think this is just like experiments with like different delay times, you know what I'm saying? Hoofs. So that was just like different delay times. What's this? Oh, I muted it completely. I was like, don't even think about it. Yeah, it's like too honky, or like, what's the word? It's like the like, it's like that low mid, like, don't really need any of that in this song. So I turned that all the way down. What's this one over here? Optional probably got, oh yeah, see, these got mixed out. So we don't even need track breakdown on that. So here's the guitar tone right now. All right. And then my favorite part. All right. So this is, I'm glad we're doing track breakdown now. The work that went into this guitar squeal. No one would know if I didn't do track breakdown. So now you're going to know. Must have been a greenback. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. What's greenback? I hope this doesn't like show things that like I can't be showing. Oh no, everyone's going to hack my YouTube account now. Let's talk about guitar squeal. It is what it's what you think it is. Check it out. Here's the guitar squeal. Let's turn off the looping real quick. That's so, hang on, let's do only guitar squeal. Wait, what? I don't have its own track. Oh yeah, I do have its own bus. I got into busing more instead of track stacks. That's a whole, you know, we can get into a whole other video about that. But here we go. Oh! Let's do that again. Let's do it again. All right, we're looping the squeals. We need just the squeals. We need it to be quicker than that. We need it to be rhythmic squeal, like faster. Oh, that's good. Oh, it can't handle it. I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash it again. I can tell. So I could do a remix of the song where I just do that part. So it's just what it sounds like. It's a bunch of different squeals. So let's check it out. Here's one. Nice. Here's another one. Whoa. Here's another one. Here's another one. Ooh, I like that one. That got interesting. That one got lower. Here's another one. I tried to do a bunch of the like delay pedal stuff where I go whew. Oof. Here's another one over here. Oh, different direction. And here's another one over here. Oh, I love that one. Yeah, that one's great. And here's all of them. So, your pro tip is to spend hours doing that so that you can have it sound like this. Just for that. Then think about it. See, you know, you gotta make it happen. Dollars. What's the dollar signs mean, Mom? What's that all about? Epic, says. Yeah, it is epic. Thank you. That's the intention. Okay, let's go back. Where else are we doing? We did the guitars first because that's just the kind of like order that I did some stuff in. Let's go into the guitar solo real quick. Why not? That was kind of cool. I liked the guitar solo. So we're over here. We only got two. I think I recorded the guitar solo and then like I did a room mic. So let's hear what just the guitar by itself. Let's hear both. Let's hear everything first. Yeah. With the guitar solo, I definitely thought about Answer to Greenback. Oh. Oh. Okay. Got it. I got it. Back over the guitar solo notes. I think actually, do I have the recording of it here? When I was like figuring out this guitar, I don't have it in this one. That's what I'm saying. So I like cleaned up a bunch of project files by like deleting a bunch of the superfluous, like not necessary tracks. So I had like a recording where I was trying to like do like right. So like, see, I don't even know how to play my own guitar solo. I forgot it. Oh, that was fine. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. So I was like singing it. So I did a bunch of like just like humming it. That's how I came up with that one. I was just like humming and singing a whole bunch. I think I was probably just like doing this kind of a thing, like. And then eventually probably like a. And then maybe like. Probably hit that note eventually, like getting that like. But then I was like, oh. I mean, it's kind of like straight. That like triad of like, playing it with the E kind of thing. So then when it came time to record, we're over here. I think I got the guitar solo first. And then I think at the same time, I put a different mic in a different part of the room to get like the bigger sound. So it's just farther away from the guitar. So then together you get a bigger sound, and I think I just mixed it like a little bit to the right. You just get this chunkier. You know what I'm saying? And then, because then it's like dope, because then you put it all together, you get like the whole like. You know what I'm saying? How's that? Sick. Get your ma. That's right, you know, it's good. So that is guitar tone and a guitar solo tone. That already feels like a lot. There's more to go into, but I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we'll do a quick brush. You know, like a kind of a like overarching sort of picture on the rest of it real quick. Just so we don't get too bogged down in the weeds on the rest of it. Drums. Recorded those. That was hard, you know. It tested my drum skills, that's for sure. You know, like they're pretty. I think it's straightforward. I didn't enjoy the way I recorded the snare. I would do it differently. I think I recorded it with this, and again, this is not a mix breakdown at all. This is just like a tracking breakdown. I think I recorded the snare with like some mic that was inside of the snare, and I ended up getting good feedback from George at the Complex in San Francisco, who like runs a professional recording studio, and he was kind of like a little critical of the snare tone, which I eventually agreed with, but So it just kind of, I did a lot of carving to get it to sound the way I wanted. So I just only had that snare. A lot of times I like to do like a top and bottom kind of thing. What's up? But this one I only had one. I don't know. I think I just kind of was in the mood. I was just like, I gotta get it done right now. And I just didn't really care about like setting up the perfect mics and all that stuff. And so there was just this drum set at Blue Bear School of Music where I teach. It was just already set up, had a mic inside of it. And so what I did is I just like plugged it in, and it was like, cool, done. The take is what matters, and that is what matters. Eventually it doesn't matter. You know, the song sounds, I think it sounds good, but I was kind of maybe not stoked on the snare tone at first. I eventually carved it into the way I kind of wanted, you know what I mean? Kind of like cutting it down a lot of the bass tones, and I kind of had to find this like basketball tone and cut it down a little bit, boost a little bit there, blah, 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 compressed it a certain way that I wanted, and then da, ba, da, ba, all that kind of stuff. So that was a little light mix breakdown, I guess, after saying it. And then I kind of comped some stuff together. The rest of the drum stuff, pretty straightforward. It's just like, you know, I feel proud of being able to execute the drum part the way that I had heard it in my head. I wasn't sure it was going to be possible. I practiced a lot to like, basically this album made me practice all of the instruments I know how to play a lot more. Like this drum stuff in the chorus, I had a really specific vision on how I wanted it to be played. I was definitely thinking about and reaching out to people to seeing who would be open, especially for this kind of stuff that right here. So this kind of whole thing, it's like this part especially, the that's super important to me. That has to get, because it's like that's part of the song, you know what I mean? It's like that is part of the melody in my mind. And so I wrote the whole thing as like a composition in that way, you know, when you're like oh, it's muted because I did an instrumental mix, but you know what I'm saying, like it all fits in, you know what I mean? I mean, to me it's like if there's not that like ba 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 and like the double time of the deku 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 deku, that to me is like super crucial to the song. So this song is actually really rhythmic heavy. A lot of this record is really rhythmic heavy, and so especially this song, super drum heavy. Sounds huge. Thanks. So yeah, that's the drum notes right there. All right, we're almost done with this track breakdown, and then we'll be winding it down. So the drums, bass, those are the guitar. We'll touch on the we'll touch on the bass, and we'll touch on the vocals. So this record, or this song at least, doesn't have a ton of keys or anything like that. So what's up with the bass? I think bass is straightforward, just like jamming it, plunking it. You know what I mean? You're just like. Not too much, I think, to bust into there. I think that is sort of, I think it's self-explanatory. Just like getting the groove. Yeah, okay. I think I can leave that there. The other thing we were going to talk into is the vocals. This was a challenge for me. I definitely had a vision of how the vocals sounded. I also realized that I was stretching my range a lot with some of these harmonies. So it was hard to get the take, like the emotional take I wanted, that also felt like it was close enough to getting the like vocals or getting the notes right. So like this was fine. I felt pretty proud on the vocal mix on this, actually. So I actually like thought I had it done, and then I went back and I showed it to somebody who said the first line was like, I don't really know why people say this, but when they say something is pitchy, you know, it's like, well, it just means that you're not hitting the pitch. Whatever, people say pitchy. That's a side note about just like like semantics really. But anyway, so they pointed out the pitches were kind of off, and I was like, you know what, it's true. It's like the first song on the record. It's like the introduction for a lot of people to like the music, and it should come out strong. So I went and redid it, and felt better about this. But there's that balance for people that, you know, if like you're recording yourself or you're recording music in general, there's like that law of diminishing returns where it's like you can get maybe like a couple takes in, a handful of takes, and then like after a while it's just kind of like you're going to put a lot more work in and not really get a lot more out. So luckily there was a big break between doing the first and then doing this again. So with all this stuff, honestly, that's just what that sounds like, you know, like there's not too much more. That might have clipped, actually. It just works. Yeah, there's clipping right there. Crazy. You know, so that's a good argument for, like, doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, of course, like, try your best to record everything as good as you can, but I think that's clipping right there. Look at that right there on that waveform. That's a clipped wave right there. How did I get away with that? It sounds okay. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Distorted a little bit. That's fine. I recorded it too hot, probably, I guess. Got a little doubling. And then I think among several people, but also Chris mentioned getting some cool harmonies. So like that came into the song. And this was the hardest part for me because it's super high for my range. And like even some of those, I'm like, oh. It works though. It was very hard for me to record that. Noise, soils of honey drip down the cliffs. Because it's like I could falsetto it fine, but I want to get that like power, you know, like you really want it to slap for that part. At least that's what I'm saying. I want it to really slap for that part. Like, Lucas flows your chest in Conway. And then over here, I busted out a little cool little harmony. There's been said there's no turning back. And then, yeah, the rest of it is similar. So anyways, that's the whole track breakdown. So you can kind of hear the whole song. I popped the link in Spotify into the description. It's on Bandcamp and stuff, but here's like, you know, kind of the whole shebang, a little clip of it at least. The T-Pain style auto mix. You can get the idea with the rest of the recording. You can listen to it. I think I'll send one more link in there if you want it. But what's the story of the bass? Oh, you wanted more on the bass, huh? I'll pop into the bass. I just didn't think it was. I didn't actually think it merited breakdown. Interesting. Yeah. So whatever. Here's the little Spotify linky again. But okay, let's bust in the bass real quick. Let's do a little thing. Let's put the screen capture back on. So when we're over here on the bass, what is the story of the bass? Maybe your guess is as good as mine. Let's talk about it. Yeah, okay. I think it's like this P bass. No, what bass is it? I don't remember what bass this is. It might have been a bass. It might have just been a bass that they had at Blue Bear at this in the recording studio room. What the hell noise is that? This is windy, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just this bass they had in the recording room there. Might have been a jazz. I'm kind of only really like, not only, but I have strong preference for just like the Fender jazz bass. That's what I played when we were in Skylark and stuff. Fender jazz bass, maybe the P bass, but usually the jazz bass. So I think it probably was just a jazz bass that was there. And I was like, oh, great. This is like the bass I usually play on. I know how this works and how to get a good tone out of it. I think it might have been, what the heck kind of amp was it? Did I put it in my notes over here? I tried to do gear notes, like so many notes. No, just like mixing notes and stuff. I tried to do gear notes at one point. But then, oh yeah, detailed notes. Okay, detailed notes. Here's my guitar. I really did just do a stock Squire Strat into a Blues Junior with some reverb for a bunch of these. Probably, I like this. I don't remember. Probably turned the fat switch on. SM57 into Focusrite Sapphire Pro 40 is true. These are guitar notes. This isn't the bass notes you're asking for. Oh yeah, and then I record this at home. When I redid that, that's my regular like Mexi Strat with the American neck and then EMG pickups, courtesy of Matt. And Deluxe Memory Man, different chorus amounts, solid delay. That's my Earthquaker device hoof fuzz you were talking about. That's 2.3. Again, this is not notes on the bass you were talking about, but I'm just looking at notes and now I see things. Where's 2.3? That became optional, huh? I just didn't even like that. No, I used it. Okay, 2.3, that's the hoof. And then 2.4 and 5 didn't want it. That's that Green Giant pedal that my uncle gave me. 2 points, everything is 57 into my Claret. Okay, because I got the Claret interface. Once I got that computer from you, Steve, I upgraded my interface. And so everything that's 2 point something was redone in that new interface just because I don't remember why. Probably was post talking to George and talking about guitar tone. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's nothing else in there about the bass. So let's go back to the bass. Yeah. In the bigger picture, I think it's just how I carved it too. We're talking about like mixed stuff. So I like got into this. Just the regular opto is kind of like medium attack, quick release, slight ratio, just having it like barely engage, boosting it a good amount there. Oh no, I changed it. Like that's here's without, and then it's also I got into bussing stuff together. So like, you know, bussing your drums and your bass together, which a lot of people do. I'm not the first person to come up with that. So I sent the drums to bus 6, and I also sent the bass guitar to bus 6. So bus 6 over here has its own compressor, so that's being compressed again a little bit. So like not like a ton, super light, because I kind of like realized the first record, South, I like just compressed the crap out of everything, and then this time I was like, don't gotta compress that as much. But yeah, you can see like, yeah, and then yeah, you're right. It does kind of sit nicely enough in the, especially with like the drums too. Or here's the rhythm bus with that. Yeah. Yeah. That's the story on that. Anyways, let's do una más. One more song, and let's call it at that. It's been a good sesh. I'm gonna do. Let's see. What am I gonna do? I could do Waiting in Line, I think. That would be kind of cool. Let's do this one. I am afraid of myself. This heartbeat might speed until it explodes. I'm so tired of being me. Is this forever? I could go crazy and never come back. I'm so mad that I feel anxious. I'm so tired of being me. Is this forever? Hey, thanks sincerely for hanging out. It's been nice doing the track breakdown, trying something different. Let me know what you thought. Was it cool? More songs was better, or somewhere in the between? You know, I think that as I'm getting better at the OBS kind of thing, I can like do the screen capture like while I'm doing that. Chris is super interesting. Oh, cool! I'm glad you liked it, especially because you've seen a few. Not tired of you. Thanks, Mom. That's nice to hear. Yeah, I feel like doing the breakdowns is kind of cool to kind of like pull the curtain back a little bit on like the process, you know? And I think it's also the reason that I love Song Exploder as a podcast. If you haven't listened to it, check it out. It's amazing. It's so good. So really like my inspiration, not to take any like, you know, not trying to take to like belittle myself at all, but it's like I'm drawing huge inspiration from them. So of course like I, you know, definitely opening up the process is like hard to show someone. It's kind of like, ugh, don't look at me, you know, like I don't want to see you. Like it's like showing someone like, you know, your room if you haven't like made your bed or something like that. You're like, oh, don't look at it, I haven't cleaned my room yet, can't come over, can't clean my house, can't come over. But yeah, I think that it's cool to like share a little bit of the backstory, share a little bit of how things were made, and it's kind of like just, you know, the people that love like me to like take something apart. You know, I love taking it apart and putting it back together and just like see how it's engineered, how are things being designed, how are things being like created. And if anything, hopefully it gives like someone else some like inspiration to like go make some music and just like, you know, commune with yourself in that way, and like spend some time just like indulging in the creative process. So again, thanks to the peeps for hanging out. Thanks to my mom. Virtual classroom, I know, right? As a teacher, it's kind of like this is, I'm already pretty versed in this process. Thanks to my mom. Thanks to Chris. Thanks to Steve. Thanks to, who else was kicking it? Brian was kicking it. Thanks to Sari, popped in for a little bit, you know. And feel free to check it out on YouTube later. Again, I'm going to try to do, oh, no, I'm not going to try. I'm going to commit to it. We're doing it. We're doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 5. So next time, bring someone else to come hang out. Hopefully it's been useful for you. Hopefully it's been fun. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Be well, be safe, wash the hands, practice social distancing. We'll get through this together. Thanks, everybody.